Golfers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about two simple and effective points that you can adhere to and implement within your practice, which is going to eradicate a whole host of different shots. Two issues we see on a regular occurrence is a lot of golfers that struggle with heavy shots, the club hitting the ground before the golf ball, so low point falls behind the golf ball. This can cause thins, fats and a very negative perspective. So one thing we're going to look at is just the position of the right shoulder and how much weight you're transferring onto your left side at the moment of impact. One thing we do see on a regular occurrence is think about the position of your right shoulder relative to your chest and also how that moves your weight on your front foot. Issue number one, a lot of golfers will get to the top of the backswing, then what happens from there, they have too much sway behind the golf ball, so the right knee gets too much outside the middle of the right foot. Then my weight gets too much on the outstep of the right foot. My right foot starts to roll over, so you can see the instep of my right foot. That does two things. It moves our body weight and our centre of mass too much behind the golf ball. Because we're too far behind the golf ball in the backswing, our weight has to travel a long distance over such a short period of time to get back to our left side. So we start to see this movement where we create too much of a sway. Then for us to get back to the golf ball, you'll see a position where this angle has to release really early. So the right arm starts to straighten, shoulder goes down too quickly. You start to see this movement where this right shoulder stays too high and works out, and you can start to see that mechanism steepens the golf club. So too much sway in the backswing, how we're going to get back to the golf ball, you start to see this right arm straighten too quickly. When that right arm straightens too quickly, that's going to move the position of the hands out towards the golf ball. The hands are going to work ahead of the right shoulder, the shaft's going to steepen. Then for us to get back into impact so the right shoulder stays too high, you'll start to see that weight stay into the right foot, and you'll see an impact position where the grip end of the club goes back the way, we add lots of loft, but also we don't hit the golf ball first, we hit the ground first, then the golf ball. So to eradicate what you're doing, we need to understand what we're doing in the backswing and how we're going to stay a little bit more centred in the backswing and think about the position of your right shoulder coming into impact. We did talk about Ben Hogan in the past where he talked about when you're hitting any golf shot, I want you to feel like you've got three arms. And what does that mean? You're keeping the bend in the right arm for as long as possible in the downswing, and then the right arm is going to straighten through impact. So that is a power move where you're going to keep the right arm flexed for as long as possible. Then at the moment of impact, that right arm is going to start to straighten through impact. Too many golfers function that in the incorrect sequence where a lot of golfers will get to the top of the backswing, right arm straightens too quickly and the right hand is quite close to your right foot. What we want to do is we want to feel the right shoulder and right elbow stay down for a split second longer. So think about you're trying to position your right shoulder at the golf ball that's located on the ground a little bit longer into the downswing. Point your right shoulder at the golf ball, keep the bend in the right arm. I feel like I've got three right arms. What does that mean? I'm keeping the bend in my right arm for as long as possible. And then as I get to the impact position, right arm's going to stay flexed for as long as possible. Then as we release the club, the right arm starts to straighten. So the right arm goes from a flex position, then it starts to extend. That is one of the power moves and power accumulators within the golf swing. How do you function that? We don't want to get too much behind the golf ball in the backswing, and then this right shoulder stays too high, and then we hang back at impact. A couple of things you want to explore. Think about as you swing back, you're just trying to keep your right knee over the middle of your right foot. So don't let the right knee sway too much. A golf club underneath your right heel. You're going to make some swings. If that right knee gets too far outside the right foot, you start to see that golf club drop. And keep the golf club underneath your right heel for the duration of the backswing. What we're going to feel here is we're going to resist the right knee. So keep the right knee more on top of the right foot. That's going to keep and maintain the pressure on the instep of your right heel. So swing to the top, just feel that right knee stays over the middle of your right foot, and then you're just going to feel like your right hip goes up and back. So right hip is not sliding outside your right foot, right hip's going to go up and back, left hand's going to go down, so left hand down, right hand up. You start to feel that right hip go up and back. Then as I get to the top of the backswing, as we come into impact, a great feeling that's going to help you keep the bend in the right arm for longer, but also hit the golf ball first, and then hit the ground after the golf ball. So we're moving a low point ahead of the golf ball. Let's think about, we're going to get to the top of the backswing. Your right elbow is going to get to the middle of your body and it's going to hit your left hand before your right wrist. So left hand in the middle of the body, load into the right heel in the backswing, feel the pressure on the instep of your right foot. Then as we come back into impact, we're going to try and push our right knee and right hip closer to our left knee and the left hip. Right knee closer to left knee, and I'm going to try and get my right elbow to hit my left hand. Right knee ahead of right ankle, you'll start to see this feeling on my weight start to push towards my left side. So swing back, keep the pressure on the instep of your right foot, come back into impact, right elbow is going to lead your right wrist. So right elbow to hit left hand, rehearse your impact position, maintain the bend in the right arm for longer, keep the extension in the right wrist, and then through impact, try and push your right knee closer to your left knee, and then you'll start to see that golf club fall through impact. So swing to the top, load into the instep of your right heel, come through impact, right knee's not moving forward towards the golf ball, right knee's moving closer to left knee, so if you're from there, right elbow always leads your right wrist, so right elbow gets to the middle of your body before your right wrist, and then right knee closer to left knee. It's going to help you promote more of a weight shift into your left side. It's going to help you keep the bend in the right arm for longer, then extend that right arm through impact, and that's going to facilitate you hitting the golf ball first and taking a small compressed divot after impact that everyone wants to achieve. Drill number one, take your pitching wedge, put it underneath your right heel. We're going to swing to the top of the backswing, try and maintain the pressure with your right heel on the golf club. Try and resist the temptation of your right knee getting outside your right foot. So feel like your right knee stays over the top of your right foot. Try to push your right hip back into your right heel. So right hip back into right heel. You start to feel your left knee move in the way, and you'll start to see that left knee get a little bit lower compared to your right knee, and you'll create some space in your knees. Then as we come into impact, think about your right shoulder. We're pointing our right shoulder at the golf ball. So right shoulder at the golf ball, and that's going to allow you to push your right knee closer to your left knee and also promote this weight shift. Top of the backswing, load your weight into your right heel, come through impact, try and get right knee and right shoulder to point towards a target. You can see from there, that's going to allow the golf club to fall underneath my right heel, but it's also going to promote me to stay a little bit more centered at impact, transfer my weight into my left side and create this ball turf contact that everyone wants to achieve. So swing to the top, weight on the instep of your right foot, swing through impact, right knee closer to left knee, that's going to push the left side of the way, it's going to promote your weight to move into your left side, and then point your right shoulder down at the golf ball at the moment of impact. That's going to allow your chest to start opening up and promote a little bit more of a weight shift through impact into your left side. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Every time I post a video, you will receive a notification. Comment below with what you'd like to see on my channel in future weeks. If you want to qualify for a free online lesson via the Skillist app, follow me on the Skillist app under Jamie Allen. Upload a video of your swing. I'll get back to you with a small and brief swing analysis within one working day.